Hello friends, hope you all doing well. So today here in this video I'll discuss about the various layers of the these are the various layers of the scalp. Layers of So I'll discuss about the layers of the scalp. So in this video I'll discuss about the different layers of the scalp, different layers of the scalp, and and so SCALP. So scalp. So the different layers of the scalps are: number one, that is skin, and number two, connective tissue, number three, aponeurotic layer, and number four, that is loose areolar tissue, and number five is pericranium. So these are the five layers of the scalp. So here this is this layer is this layer skin, this layer is called skin. Then the connective tissue, this layer is the connective tissue, this layer is connective tissue, and this is the aponeurotic layer. This layer is called this layer is called aponeurotic. This is the aponeurotic layer, SCALP, loose areolar tissue. Now this layer is loose areolar tissue. This is the loose areolar tissue. This is the loose areolar tissue. This is this layer is called loose areolar tissue, and the pericranium, and this is pericranium. This layer, here you can see, this layer is called pericranium. So these are the five layers of the scalp. Number one, skin, connective tissue, then the aponeurotic layer, then the loose areolar tissue, and then the pericranium. So these are the five layers of the scalp. So now let's talk about the first layer, that is skin. That is S for skin. First layer is skin. So skin is the skin layer, the first layer. It is characterized by the presence of hair follicles. Hair follicles are present here. This is the hair follicles. Hair follicles are present here. Number two, sebaceous gland. Sebaceous glands are also present here. So sebaceous glands are present in the skin. So sebaceous gland, number one, hair follicle. Number two, the characteristics of the layer, the skin, is number two, that is sebaceous gland. And number three, sweat glands are also present here. Sweat glands are also present here, and the rich supply of blood vessels wound wounds of skin does not gap here. So these are the characteristics of the layered skin. Now we'll talk about this second layer, that is connective tissue. So number two, that is connective tissue. The second layer is connective tissue. Number 2 is connective tissue. Number 2 is connective tissue. Number 2 is connective tissue, that is this second layer, which is called connective tissue. So this layer dense, this is the dense layer, this is the connective tissue layer. This layer is dense. You can see the nerves and blood vessels, like artery vessels or artery vein. You can see here nerve, artery. This is the connective tissue layer, and the characteristics of this layer is, number 1, it's the dense layer, and number 2, that is it fibrous vertical septa divides these layers. Fibrous cartilage septa, fibrous vertical septa divides this layer into two parts, into different components of, like a fat, artery, vein, nerve, of fat, artery, vein and nerve. Now the third layer, that is third layer, that is aponeurotic layer. Third layer, that is aponeurotic layer. This is the aponeurotic layer. This is the aponeurotic layer. So aponeurotic layer, it consists of two muscles. This aponeurotic layer consists two muscles there, frontal bellis and front occipital bellis. Aponeurotic layer, it is consists of two muscles, frontal bellis and occipital bellis. Frontal bellis and occipital bellis, this is the two layers. These are the two layers. So frontal bellis and occipital bellis, and these two layers divided by a connecting muscles. There is a connected two muscles, a fibrous sheet. There is a fibrous sheet which connects these two muscles, that is gala aponeurotica. Frontal and occipital bellis divided by the gallia aponeurotica. This is the layers. Now the fourth layer, that is loose areolar tissue. You can see this layer here. This is the connective tissue, the aponeurotica. This is loose areolar tissue. This area is called loose areolar tissue. So loose areolar tissue, that is, this is the characterized by, this is the fourth layer, and it serves as a natural plane of cleavage during craniotomy. During craniotomy, it's act like a natural plane of cleavage, and this layer is traversed by the emissary veins. This layer is traversed by the emissary veins, which connecting the veins in the second layer of the scalp. So this is the about the fourth layer, which is loose areolar tissue. Now the last layer, that is pericranium. Now the fifth layer, that is pericranium. This is the fifth layer, and it's loose attached to the, it has a loose attached to the skull. It has a loose attached to the skull. This is the alveolar. This is the it has a loose connection to the loose attached to the skull. This is bone. This is the loose connection with the to the bones by and can be easily stripped. It can be easily stripped. This layer can be easily stripped, and it attached to the bones, and but at sutures, it is firmly attached to the sutural membrane. At the sutures, it firmly attached to the sutural membrane. So these were the 5 layers of the scalp, the and a, and a brief description about all these layers. So thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching this video once again. Please subscribe my channel. Tada.